veterans, in today's video, I am going to expose a dirty trick that some, not all, but some third-party VA CMP examiners are doing to veterans. You need to know this trick that they're using and how you can combat it. So make sure you stick around. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dwayne Kimball, owner and founder of KMD 89 VA Claims Consulting, United States Army veteran and retired VA rating specialist. Today's video, I've been talking to several veterans and they're saying, Dwayne, I went to my CMP exam for a joint, whether it be ankles, knees, hips, back, neck, shoulders, or whatever, and the examiner's telling me they don't have to use a goniometer to measure that range of motion. I did a video previously talking about range of motion and what is needed, okay? So I'll link that video to the end of this video. And I did another video ripping the Band-Aid off of things that some VA employees are doing. So now you have to deal with this trick that third-party VA CMP examiners are doing. But before I get into this video, as always, make sure you go out to my website or Amazon, pick up my new book, VA Claims Success. If you order it through the website, I will send you a signed copy, okay? Now, this trick, all right, and it's against the VA regulation. Veterans are showing up for CMP exams and that examiner, whether it be a medical doctor, physician assistant, nurse practitioner, is not measuring the veteran's range of motion using a goniometer. They're saying, oh, I'm just going to eyeball it. So if the examiner eyeballs forward flexion for the back and they grant the benefit, but you only get 10%. And veterans are saying, Dwayne, I can barely move. And they go back and they get the range of motion measured and they should be 40%. You cannot eyeball range of motion. That doctor has to use a goniometer to get the accurate and correct measurement. But some of them are not doing it. So how do you combat this? I thought about it. I talked about it in one of my previous webinars and a veteran last week, okay? As you know me, I got some slides for you, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Slide number one. Here's slide number one. Here are 3 goniometers, and this is Amazon's website. Now, I'm not doing any affiliate marketing or anything like that. You have to get in beast mode now. When I talked about ripping that Band-Aid off, you got to get in beast mode. Rip the Band-Aid off, you got to get that dog, all right? These are 3 goniometers. You can go to Amazon's website and you can purchase these. $7.99. That's all it is, $7.99. Now, I'm a Prime member. I would get it in a couple of days, but if you're not, it may take a little bit longer. Now, you may say, Dwayne, why are you showing me this? Because these examiners saying they don't have to use a goniometer, and they're wrong, and that's in violation of one of the VA's 38 CFRs. I'll share it with you a little bit later. And then some are saying, I don't have one. Well, you know that veteran is showing up for a joint exam. You need to have one. How else can you measure the range of motion? Now, with you, the veteran, what you can do, go to Amazon. You can purchase 3 goniometers. They come in a 3-piece pack, all right? It's only $7.99. And I know you're going to say, Dwayne, I shouldn't have to do that. You are correct. Do you want to spend $7.99 if you're at 10%, forcing that third-party CMP examiner to give you the correct measurement, and you end up getting 40%? So if you look at the difference between 10% and 40%, that's $7.99. That's a huge percentage on a return on investment. Okay, so you can go here, get this Goniometer. You can get 3 of them. Put them in a bag or your pocket or whatever. Take them to your exam. So as soon as that examiner says, oh, I don't have one, don't worry about it, doc. I got you covered. Here you go. I'm going to make sure we do this the right way. Okay? Now, moving right along. Slide number 2. Here is the full description of this particular Goniometer. Now, again, I am not doing any affiliate marketing. You can go to the local medical supply or Home Goods or Hobby Lobby or wherever they have Goniometers and pick one up. I just went out to Amazon. It was like, okay, you can get it in a couple of days and it comes in a 3-pack, different sizes, okay? So when that examiner says, oh, I don't have any, not a problem, doc, got you covered. I have my own. Why should you have your own? I'm about to show you. Slide number 3. This is a 38 CFR. 38 CFR, 4.46 accurate measurement. What do I have highlighted in red? The use of a Goniometer in the measurement of limitation of motion is indispensable in examinations conducted within the Department of Veterans Affairs. And what does that first part say? Joints, dimensions, okay? They have to use it. This is a 38 CFR saying that that's the way that they measure range of motion. Okay? Now, moving right along. Slide number 4. This is the M21 manual reference. Okay? Importance of accurate measurement in joint cases. Accurate measurements are very important in joint cases. What I have highlighted in red, VA examinations must measure joint motion with a Goniometer. And it goes on to state a number of disability benefit questionnaires relating to joints require use of a Goniometer. All right. So not only should you take your own Goniometers to the exam, take both of these regulations. Well, take this 38 CFR regulation and then take this M21 reference. So when that examiner says they don't have to use it, they can eyeball it. Nope. Not only am I giving you one to use, here's the 38 CFR saying that you must use it. Okay, so I know I'm going to get a lot of blowback from this and say, Dwayne, why should I have to go out and purchase this when this exam is supposed to be free? You are correct. You shouldn't have to. But some of these third-party VA C&P examiners are not doing their job. They're not doing it. So now you're going to have to force them to do it. They're lying to some veterans and saying they don't have to use it. I just showed you the regulation that states, the regulation and the reference that state that they have to. And they're getting away with it because a lot of veterans don't know this information. They don't know the joints are supposed to be measured using an actual Goniometer. Now you know, and there's no excuse because I've just told you. No, you shouldn't have to go to Amazon and buy your own Goniometer for $7.99 and take it to the C&P exam. I even talked about a physical therapist measure my range of motion and not using a Goniometer. When she went and retrieved a Goniometer and measured my range of motion, it was 30 degrees off. Okay, that could be the difference between 10% and 40%. And if you're in that overall percentage range of like, say, 92, 93, 93%, that's the difference of you staying at 90% or getting over the hump to 100%. Okay, they're doing it. I'm talking to veterans and I'm like, hey, you went to this exam. Well, what's your range of motion? What do you mean? Were they supposed to use this little Goniometer? No, they just had me move around. They didn't use a tool. What is that? So now that I'm telling you, there is no excuse. And you are correct. Before you leave a comment, you shouldn't have to go out there and spend this $7.99. You're right. But guess what? You have to, because some of these examiners are not advocates for you and they're not being truthful. So now you have to do what you have to do. Pick up these Goniometers, go to the VA's website, take a screenshot of what I just showed you, go to the VA website, download the 38 CFR and the M21 reference, put them in your back pocket. That way, when you get to that exam, that examiner cannot play a trick with you or lie to you saying that they don't have to use it. So with that being said, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and don't forget to share this video with your fellow veterans. Thank you.